Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee and today I am here as part of the collaboration put on by Greg's Kitchen called March into Casseroles. We're almost ready to march out of March, but there's still a few days, so make sure to watch them all. Greg does have a playlist and there's a wonderful casserole for every day. There's some amazing channels that are participating, and I love the ones done by Greg's mom. She does recipes that I just love. So go to Greg's channel. I'll have it all down below the link, and watch the playlist. And you're going to want to watch all of them and comment, because at the end of the month Greg's going to have a drawing from all the comments for a gift card. So you'd want to make sure you don't miss out on that. Plus, you're going to get all these great casserole recipes. I like casseroles too, even for holidays, because there's so much that goes into a holiday that a couple of casseroles take away some of that last minute frenzy. And that's what I have for you today. I am going to do a side dish, and this side dish would be perfect for Easter, which is just a couple weeks away. It's with asparagus. I always think of spring and asparagus, and our local store had asparagus for 99 cents a pound. Woo! Isn't that sweet? That made me happy. So I'm going to do a casserole that uses asparagus. But what we're going to do is get this ready, and then it bakes for 40 to 50 minutes. We need a bowl. We need 2 pounds of asparagus, and we're going to cut this into like 2-inch pieces. And usually my mom always steamed asparagus, which I like it that way. I usually saute it or grill it. So this is something a little different and a little fancy in a way, but it's not. It's easy. So I'm just going to cut these into pieces. I will tell you that thicker asparagus is better than thinner for this recipe. I wouldn't want to do any thinner than this. We're going to put all these pieces into a bowl. Then we need, to the bowl, we need to add some cheese. We need about 6 ounces. So I have an 8-ounce block here, and we're going to do about 3/4 of it. I'm using double cheddar. You can use sharp cheddar. You could even go to one of the white cheeses. The recipe does call for cheddar, but it doesn't have to be. I think provolone would be good with this. Swiss, especially like for Easter with ham. And I am going to shred my cheese. I prefer to do that. But you could make this into a main dish very easily. You could add a can of your home canned chicken. You could add store-bought chicken. You could add rotisserie chicken. You could add leftover chicken. And it would be really good. You could add ham to this. Leftover ham from Easter. This could be a casserole you make after Easter. We're going to put all this cheese in this bowl. It's a lot of cheese. Okay, let me clean up some here. The next ingredient is the mayonnaise I was telling you about. We need to add a 1/2 cup. And I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to eyeball it. But I will have the measurement down below. I'm going to kind of mix this up some. You can cook this in a deep casserole or a 9x13. Now the next step, I'm going to set this aside, is we are going to make a sauce to pour over that's going to tie it all together. And the sauce does have onion in it, so I need to chop up an onion, then we're going to saute it. a little bit of oil and add garlic and flour and make it into a roux and add milk. Now if you wanted to take the quicker way, you could add like a can of soup. So I'm going to keep chopping up this onion, and I'm going to get a pan out on the stove with just a little bit of oil, because there's going to be enough oil in this casserole. So just like a teaspoon of olive oil to start getting these onions translucent. And I'm probably not going to add the whole onion. This was a medium-sized onion, but my husband is not a huge fan of onion, so this will probably be more than enough. You know, don't be afraid with any recipe that you see here to adapt it to your own family's taste. You can be as creative as you want to be. So that's all the onion I am going to use. I'm going to make sure it's all small. I'm going to get the pan and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat on to medium. Put a little bit of oil in here. Let that heat up, and then I will add the onion. And it calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to use jarred garlic, and if you don't have an onion in the house, you could use onion powder or dehydrated onion. I have my oven on preheating to 375. You want these to get tender and just start to turn brown. When they start getting translucent, we will add in the garlic. Add the garlic. And 2 tablespoons of flour. This is a half a tablespoon measuring spoon, so I got to put 4 in. I don't want to confuse anyone. It starts smelling toasty kind of, and not like raw flour. That's when it's good. And now we're going to add in the milk. 1 cup of milk slowly. I've done quite a few casseroles lately, it seems, that show using canned soup, which is very convenient, and I do use it some, but I wanted to show one where you don't have to use the canned soup. Couple pinches of salt. Pepper, we'll start bubbling. See, it's starting to pull together. Turn the heat off. The bowl with the cheese and mayonnaise and asparagus. Now we're going to add the sauce. Scrape it all out. We don't want to miss any of it. Now we mix this all up. Teaspoon of lemon juice. Capful, really. Now we're going to bring over the casserole I'm going to use, the pan, and I forgot to get the spray down. I'm going to lightly spray it. Then we're going to put in the mixture. Spread it out as evenly as you can. Then I have 15 Ritz crackers and 1 tablespoon of butter. Going to mix that up and put it on top. You could do French fried onions, you could do breadcrumbs. Spread it out evenly. And this is ready to go in the oven for 40 to 50 minutes. So I'm gonna put it in there and I'll bring you back when it's done. Just out of the oven, still boiling. Does this smell so good? I'll let it cool and I'll plate some up and bring you back for a taste test. Here it is, all done. Take out a little bit to do a taste test. Well, maybe if I'd cut a little shorter, it would have scooped out easier. The sauce is so creamy looking. And there is some bite to the asparagus. If you had fatter asparagus, you would have more. This is so good. And just a different way of doing asparagus. And something hands off once you get it made. You know, you could make this ahead and put it in the fridge and bring it out and put the cracker crumbs on. and then, you know, bake it when you want to, but you could make it, you know, the night ahead even. And you can add chicken to this, or ham, or any protein you choose. So, thank you. And thank you, Greg, for organizing this collaboration. And thank you everyone for watching this. If this is your first time here, thank you so much. If you want to like this video, it really helps. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see videos on canning and baking and cooking. And I love vintage recipes. And just life here at Pike Creek Farm. We're going to be gardening soon and all the fun stuff of spring in Michigan. So, thank you. Have a great day, everyone. See you next time at Pike Creek Farm.